What if you could stop letting external events rule your life? Join me as we explore the powerful connection on how the three E's, energy, emotion, and environment, work together and how mastering them can set you on the path to true freedom. The three E's, energy, emotion, and environment, they're all connected. We must stop letting external events rule our lives because mastering your mood determines your destiny. Don't let anyone else control your emotions. Sometimes you may have heard people say things like, oh, they keep pushing my buttons. I know I've heard that expression many times. But the only way someone can push your buttons is if you give them the controls. Just like when you play a video game. Take back the controls. That's all you have to do. Two people, they start arguing over a parking space. And one of them ends up dead. I'm sad to say that it actually is a true story. You see, the argument really wasn't over the parking space. It occurred because of the unhappiness and anger and buildup of emotions over whatever was going on in each of these people's lives. It just came to a boiling point and caused this whole situation to erupt. Things are happening all the time around the world. Children act up. How do you respond to that? You have a choice. You don't have to get mad. Because yelling and screaming and shouting, that's not the solution. It's just going to escalate the situation. Don't let your emotions fly all over the place. This is terrible for people when they do this. It creates stress, and stress is what creates disease. See, you are the master creator. You are not a pawn in anyone's game. Someone sent me an interesting analogy. Not that sexy, but it's interesting. So I'll share it with you. So there's a thermometer. What happens with a thermometer? The thermometer goes into a room and it says, oh, let me adjust myself to the temperature in this room. You know, I'm a thermometer. That's what I do. So I'm going to adapt to this room, which is essentially the environment. But then the thermostat comes along and says, you know what? I'm going to set the tone in this room. I will decide what the temperature is going to be in this environment. Essentially, it says, I'm not going to allow this environment to tell me how to be. So, do you live your life like a thermometer? Yeah, a lot of people live their lives that way. You know, they're adapting to whatever's in the environment and it's just being tossed this way and that way. Oh, they're on the warpath. Okay, let me get out of the way. Oh no. Oh. Is that how you want to live your life? Or do you live your life like the thermostat? Oh, okay, this is going on over here. Okay, well, let's see. If things don't rise up to meet me where I am, then I guess I'll have to leave. Right. Because if the environment isn't what you want, then you can simply leave. Go where the environment will benefit you. That's why so many people enjoy being out in nature. Nature is a very calming environment. Could be the beach or the trees or the grass or the birds and so on. There's a lake, there's a creek, there's brooks, there's waterfalls, there's sun and sand. Are they all fighting with each other? Are they angry at each other? No, they coexist. One time I was in one of the little parks near my house, and I saw two geese in the water, and they had a little dust up with each other. Or maybe I should say a little splash up. Went on for a few seconds. There was water splashing and the flapping of the wings, and they were a little flustered. But almost immediately, all was calm again, and they each went on their way. And I bet you they didn't come back later to prove who was right or wrong or who was more powerful. No, the geese don't say things like that. They don't even think that way. No. The geese don't say things like, "Oh, yeah, I saw you earlier. You were fluttering your wings at me. How dare you? You got in my way," and blah, 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 blah. No. No. But those intelligent humans would do that. Hmm? No. Now, see, in nature, all is well because they are in the present moment. The geese are in the moment. And that is what matters, being in the present moment, because energy flows where your attention goes. Do not waste your energy or thoughts on the past. That can't be changed. The past is over, it's done. I remember this spiritual teacher who met with one of the attendees at one of his events afterwards. And the person was talking and complaining, about their former husband being the cause of her financial ruin. And the teacher listened, and then somehow he asked her at one point, how long had she been divorced? The answer? 10 years. 10 years. Just think. A whole empire could have been built in that time. He could have built a whole empire in 10 years. But instead, she focused on her energy went toward her financial ruin. So she could go and blame her former partner. Energy flows where your attention goes. That's why she was still in financial ruin 10 years later. Life is precious, and it's to be lived joyfully, not on wasted emotions or unhappy moments from the past. We all have moments like that where we come across in our lives where there are different things that we have to respond to, but it's up to us to determine how we wish to respond. So think about that. The next time something happens in your life that's not so pleasing, just think about that. Because we're always going to face things like that at different moments. But we also have wonderful, joyful moments too. We determine our destiny. We really do. Take control of yours. Master the 3 E's: energy, emotion, and environment. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. And remember, tap that notifications bell so you'll be notified when I post new content.